Hello Marvel Heroes fans, my name is Wilfred and welcome to my channel. Today let's talk about Doctor Strange because I think a lot of you have already got the free Doctor Strange token courtesy of Gazillion, and you've been maybe playing Doctor Strange lately quite a fair bit and wondering how to build him effectively and so on, how to make him fun and so on. So I'm here to help. This is really like an everyday build kind of guide. It's probably not the highest DPS, but it's one of those that are really engaging and fun and do not require you to hop out dance a lot. Can be very effective in the harder content as well. I'm going to show you Dimensions Collide, the cosmic version, in just a bit. And so this part is about the build and the gear. All right. So now Doctor Strange is a very complex hero. There are a lot of visual effects, a lot of layers you can pick. If you are managed to have a lot of layers, of course your DPS will be really high. But that require a lot of like hop out dancing. You can't really see which power is on cooldown, which is off cooldown, and so on. So this build focuses on something that can fit almost everything on one hotbar. And to play him, you just have to pay attention of this something called incantations. So as you use any power that has an incantation tag to it, you will gain one incantation. Once you hit 5. A couple of things happened. It will refresh the cooldown, it will drop to 0 again, refresh the cooldown that you have so you can continue spamming cooldown power. And also I believe it applies vulnerability to debuff to all the enemies around as well. So it's rather neat. You do not need the power to apply vulnerability, it just happens as you do incantation. This build is centered around this thing called images of icon. I think in the past this power has been really effective because I think in the Cosmic Patrol, using images of icon, you can taunt everything, almost everything. But I think in the Dimensions Collide, the bosses are a little bit smarter. These are like ray bosses. They are smart enough to target not the one that is right in front, but also anything that run around as well, those range and or just leap attack and so on. So in view of that, it is still useful, but you do have to kite a little bit more, work a little bit harder to get out of some nasty situation. All right. So now from the build-wide point of view, I've gone through some numbers in the past. I don't think there's anything that a lot of things changes to it. I want to keep it simple rather than just trying to get everything on this power here and become just like mash and cooldown. So like I said, the build is very much centered around images of icon. Any remaining point just dump it off over here. All seeing eye. So if you have watched a movie, you see the thing, and it is it's pretty fantastic. It's a really long cooldown, but it hit pretty hard and lasts for quite a while as well. So, and the good thing about this signature is that it just there's no animation to it. They will just shoot things around it. But of course, not so good thing about it is that it shoots things in random or anything that close. So you do have to position yourself if you want to switch target. Something to think about. Some of you ask if possible to do a summon build kind of thing. I personally don't think so. But I think feel free to experiment because resetting power is free anyway. There's no penalty to it, so feel free to experiment. If you think it works, it works. But I don't particularly think that I will build a summoner out from Doctor Strange. That's just from my experience. 20 points here, no brainer because it gives you a spirit cost reduction, which is very important for Doctor Strange. You will see later on. This is a basicless build. I'm going to spam a lot of like power that consume a lot of all this like spirit. So damage rating, crit, go for it. And the on this side of the mystic arts, there aren't a lot of things. And do you need ancient training or not? In the movie, Doctor Strange kind of do a little bit of martial art, but I don't think in this game he does that much. So, but it's still it's good to have the flat dodge because that will give him the buff as a deflat dodge hero. I max it. It's up to you. It's up to you, really. I think it's good to put some defensive stuff inside. Tenacity is not something useful right now, but the rest of it is. This one just one point to it. I try to take more, because the more you get, the more spirit you get. But I think between defensive and spirit, I think I can still manage the spirit so long as you can recover through the med kit right now. This one is great. The Seal of Vishanti. Do you need more Do you need to put more point to it? I personally don't think so, because it's really just for the team buff, toughness and power. The reason why is that I find that as I kite a lot, I tend to not be in the seal of Vigilante, so I need to recast anyway as it off cooldown. So whether it's a longer duration or not, it doesn't really matter too much to me. That's my personal take. So I do not need to max this guy. On this side, the Sorcerer Supreme. If you cannot hold the spirit, if you can hold the spirit fans of Farala, it's good. But if you can't hold the spirit, then you take one of the basic. One of these artifact also give a basic buff. So may as well make use of it if you want to do that. But if I do that, I probably would not max out the basic. I use it to prop my artifact. Just saying. All right. So if you can sustain the spirit, then use this one. And this one is nice. The 7 Sons of Cinnibus. All right, so this is good, especially if you're a crit build, crit and brutal, you have it. And the Flames of the Feltine is one of my favorite. It's kind of like you can lay one there and you can just drawn the enemies to it. It's like a vortex. So I like the kind of vortex effect. This guy is the icy tendrils of the Ichthalon. Also nice. It's a really wide area as well. And last but not the least, this guy, the Vapors of Valtor, also a very, very nice power layer as well. So I'll use this layer. Whether you want to use this or not, I think it's more for health regen, and you may or may not need it, and I don't have enough toolbar anyway. In terms of my hotbar kind of setup, I have the all this power here, but I do have F2, which is the crowd control breaker. You can use it for incantation as well if you really wish to get the buff. And after that, the F3 is a seal of the Vashanti. That's how I do hotbar dancing. In terms of gear wise, let me just dump everything inside and I can just talk a little bit more. I use all his unique. I really have not much complaint to it. You can fine tune using other unit and so on, but seriously, I find that it's really effective whatever it is. So I'm still collecting my gear, as you can see, but soon I will have more gear for Doctor Strange. Okay, artifact-wise, there are many choices these days, so don't need to follow exactly and straightly on what I have here. I like the Essence of Dread. It's easy to farm, it has health to it, so anything with crit and damage, flat damage is good. This guy, Omega Drive, I think if you can get it, it's quite nice as well. Again, health to it, and also the you can have all this the power damage power buff as well. And if you have some scroll communication device lying somewhere, because he's a mental hero, so why not use it? And the last but not the least, the Magneto was right, also pretty nice for range power. But there are many other things out there for the Doctor Strange. You could use anything with mental, anything with Gem of the Curse, whatnot. There's quite tons of good artifacts these days. Even the book that you have, this guy, the book of Demonicus, +3 to our attribute, it's not bad as well. Really good one. Relics wise, if you want to get the range one, get the range one. I mean, I'm just having some of this. I think in the old days, I was really worried about his health, but as you can see now, I have quite a fair bit of health, so you don't need that. Ring wise, I mean, you have all these unique ring lying around, so many of them, just use it. It has health to it as well. The health is not that high on this one, but the rest of it is pretty high, so I'm happy with it. From the costume core perspective, you can do much better. I don't know why I'm still holding on to it, but I don't think I need the extra health anymore. I'd probably go for something like plus energy or something cool, something great. You can use a lot more. Do better than me. These are just baseline. And in terms of the last time I was really obsessed with the health, but defense is also not bad as well. Just saying, right? So, and he does a lot of area damage. But I think to be honest, I think you could go for those like range attack or go for the crit damage rating, brutal strike rating. I think those would be pretty good, like insignia for him. And this would be the pets wise as of now. Right, I mean, things will change a lot. The yellow power, I don't know what they're going to replace it with, but I'm looking forward to it. Runeworks wise, now I got it fixed. I think previously when I was showing you the Doctor Strange, what mine was, I used a Reaver of the Soul, but I think I managed to get the spirit right. So use this one. This one will be pretty good for Doctor Strange. Not too hard. I think one of the rune is quite rare, but the rest of it should be quite alright. And Omega wise is really up to your own choice, right? If you want to have something more on the mental side, then you can pick all those Phoenix kind of like a tree. Those are plus 10 to energy. Plus 10 energy is good as of now. Then you can get a plus 10 fighting as well. Then meanwhile, I think the one of the tree has the all the range kind of a buff, mental buff as well. So you do those things, but use it to close a gap. If you feel that your Doctor Strange are a little bit fragile, just put some on durability. There's no hard and fast rule. So long as you can finish the content and you feel great about it, that is what it matters. So I'm going to go through part 2 of the video, which is to play a little bit of Doctor Strange. All right. So this is the cosmic version of the Dimensions Collide, and there you go. This is Doctor Strange together with Deadpool Kid to team up. And for some strange reason, I always want to save this civilian. I don't know why it's there, and it's just one of those things. If you're a hero, play like a hero, right? So now image or icon is here. Then you can have a lot of this kind of power that even see all the Vishanti. It's very nice. Right, so these are very, very nice things to have. Just keep mashing cooldown, man. I mean, that should be fine. It's just whatever that is you see there, and the just mashing a lot of cooldown. See all the Vashanti as well. All right, so this is the all-seeing eye, and since I popped that as well, may as well do this one here. All right, so this is the. I must say, this boss is probably one of the easier one. Compared to some of these. Some of these is really hard, by the way. Alright. So just keep the image up, and you're fine. If you can do a seal of the Vishanti, do it. Right? So you can just tank it, man. These are really nice thing to tank. His image is very good if it works. Right? So Vishanti is up as well. When it disappeared, then just reapplied. So this is like a raid boss. Oh, I got hit big time. So just just a little bit careful, and should be fine. It's just one of those things, right? Because there's so many mobs here. I have to go and get rid of them. Okay, so let me just loot the thing. I've got the book, I've got the unique item, I've got some of the relics, some of the insignia, and let's just examine all these things in just a bit. Okay, so this one is Brutal's damage rating, just not that, it's not that great anymore. Alright, so that is it, and let's see. So second part as well, let me just get all this thing going. I don't need to do this one, but I don't know why, man, I'm compelled to do all these things. I mean, sometimes when you're having fun, you don't really matter, what you do. Just enjoy, you don't need to rush the thing. I mean, there's so many loot anyway. I guess you can always have more. No complaint. But there's one thing good. There's with all this loot everywhere, you don't really need to think too hard. All right. So this is the all-seeing eyes. Now why I popped that, I do not know. So let's see. Let's do one at a time, shall we? All right. So there's an image. So minus Titan is the easier one out of the field. I'm a bit worried about the fight later on, because these are the easier bosses compared to some of the harder ones. So I don't want the last two to be the hardest altogether. But I have the feeling that it may well be. Yeah. So one thing great about this whole collide, Dimensions Collide, is that the bosses are random and the pair up are random as well. So it's nice. And you see, my spirit is already using up quite a fair bit. So do have to watch out. Sometimes in the midst of the moment when you're not when you're not taking damage, you kind of take it easy, and you forgot that, hey, I need to go and be careful about my spirit as well. Okay, 2 more unique. Let me just loot it. And let me see. This one, nope. Okay, and this one, +1 to melee power. I don't know what they will change that to, man. Seriously. Alright, so that is it. So let's see what the second one. This is the hard one, man. Alright. Because they actually know which one to go for. I mean, they actually ignore my tank. So that is why it is hard is because they actually ignore my tanking from the you just go for anybody, and that's the reason why the Seal of the Vashanti is a little bit limited in terms of use, because of this whole reason. You're kiting around, you may not even get the buff, which, come on. Alright. Let me get out. I thought I did get out! So he'll like, he just go for me, man. It's like he totally ignore my images. It's like, it's one of the challenge about this boss is that he cannot be taunted. He'll just go for the hero, and he somehow know which one the hero is. He's probably the smartest of all the bosses, seriously. And he's the most annoying of all, of course. Okay, done. This Humbinger is one of the hardest, where at least it doesn't pair up with the, you know, when this guy paired up with the Warlock, I think the Warlock is the one that, you know, like a slug kind of in the raid. That is probably the hardest combination, and that's really fun because, you know, sometimes it's a bit easier, sometimes it's a bit harder. You know, all these things are quite random, and this is the randomness that keep the game fresh. So every time when you play it, it plays a little bit different because you don't know the boss combination, what it will be like. So for example, let's see, these two I know, and I think this one should be quite rather alright. So let me see. Let me, a bit of focus here, alright. Shield of the Versanti. Okay, another image there. A lot of visual effect, man, I love it. Okay, so if you can cast a shield, you can cast a seal of the Vishanti. So this is nice, man. These are all two group up together. Very ideal. Right, shield of the Vishanti. Once it's out. Yeah, sometimes the power is not ready. Right, let me just get somewhere, get another angle sometimes. And I think I may just want to save my... I'm thinking whether I should save my signature for the last boss or not, because the signature is rather long. It's 1 minute long, so I think maybe it's a good thing to... Done. So it's done with a whole bunch of all the loot here. I can't even see so many at the corner. Okay, bow is nice. Torch is also nice. Okay, advanced kung fu. I don't think I'll loot that anymore. There's so many more, so many better artifacts this day, but why not, right? Depends on, if you have a really nice roll, then I would not kind of like, you know, I would still use it if the roll is really nice. Okay, so that's done. Let's go to the main boss here. Now, main boss need a little bit of focus here, especially Doctor Strange. Could be a little bit fragile, but he can teleport. Wow, this is epic, man. I should get an achievement here for facing this like foe. Alright. Let me just focus here. Just keep my image up. And stay cool, man. Stay cool. Stay calm. Image again. Remember, eat med kit even though you are not taking damage. Okay, so he has moved here. The orb. Image. Alright, image. Okay, get out. Oh. Don't get too close. Wow, there's so many of them. Well. So that is done. Yeah, it's rather exciting, really. Okay, so this is the part when I could. Where is he? Huh? Use the ultimate, and the ultimate. I think I'm invulnerable during the ultimate, so I can abuse the whole thing. Yes, I am. I just have to know when the ultimate disappeared. That would be important. Not us to die the moment that, you know what, let me just let me get out a bit first. So yeah, I mean, he's rather effective. I mean, you know, think about it. at the boss fight, I mean, he's taking quite a fair bit of a whole chunk of health bar from the boss, huh? Just a bit more, man. Come on, come on, Doctor Strange, you can do it. Now, why do I play? That's nice. Yeah. So hope you enjoy this video. I know that sometimes when you look at other guys, it may require you to do a lot of hotbar dancing. I know, one hotbar, second hotbar for all these different type of. Hey, I got a, yeah, and I just would like to say that sometimes you don't require to, especially if you don't. If you are someone who enjoy hotbar dancing, by all means do it. I'm not saying that don't do such thing. That'll be rather that won't be true. But if you are the type that like me who just want it simple but yet playable kind of thing, then yeah, configure one hotbar. Sometimes I do this Seal of Vishanti, but I think by and large it should be working. And as you can see, it's rather effective as well. And I hope you enjoy your Doctor Strange as much as I do. And I really can't wait until the massive update come on board and see how, what kind of Gazillion have in mind for Doctor Strange. All right. So till the next time we see each other, goodbye. And do let me know what else you want to see in this channel from now to the massive update. And I'll try my best to accommodate as well. Just don't ask me to play Wolverine or something like that. Anyhow, see you next time. Bye.